Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Christy Vann with VANNtastic Finances, and on this channel I teach velocity banking. I feel like that the Lord has really brought you here today because I want you to understand that you too can get out of financial stress. The fact that you've flipped onto this channel right now tells me that this message is meant for you. You're not out of control. You shouldn't be ashamed of your debt. You should be ready to work your way out of it. Velocity banking can do that for you. It may take you some time to get your credit score where it needs to be, but velocity banking can work for anyone who is ready to put it into practice. The concept is beautiful and it can make a difference in your life. Just like this person right here who only makes $2,500 a month. I'm so proud of this person and what she does with her income, because to live on $2,500 a month and to have some cash flow, look at here, she has $404 in cash flow every month. She has all of these debt payments. Look at that. What a list, right? So she's got the line of credit already. That's beautiful. She has a car. She has a bunch of credit cards. She's getting a certification. So she has expenses. If you notice, she has 3 credit cards that are at 0%. Because she has so many small payments going out, she feels like that she's paycheck to paycheck. But is she really? Maybe she just needs to tweak her finances just a little bit so that she can get everything in order, get control of her debt again, and feel like $1 million instead of stress. By the end of December, if she works her numbers correctly, she's going to be okay for Christmas. She's going to know how to use her money in the future, and she is going to feel peace. That's where I want each and every one of you, in peace. So let's look at this. She has a line of credit right now with a balance of $25.87 and $108 a month payment. This has a $5,000 limit, so she still has extra that she could use here. But let's start with the $25.87 balance on this line of credit and start putting her income in right here. Well, look what it does. Income 1 goes in. $87 would be her approximate balance. Of course, her living expenses would start coming back out at $12.26. She has interest at $21 approximately. This is an 18% interest rate on this line of credit. We want to keep the balance as low as we can so that she's not paying hardly any of that interest. But on the average, she would pay about $21 here because she has the low balance, and then putting the income in, it makes the balance even lower, so the expenses come out slowly throughout the month. So that's why I'm averaging it at about $21. Now she can pay off some debts up to $2,491, and let's talk about what that is. So the Walmart card has a $319 balance with a $28 payment. It's right here. We can knock that off. Then she has a certification that she's finishing that's $474 with a $79 payment. We can knock that off. Then she has a medical bill at $879 with a $50 payment. We can knock that off. And then Care Credit, $819 balance with a $30 payment. We can knock that one off. And look there, she's already taken care of 4 debts by just throwing them into this line of credit. And let's see what happens here. So now that she's paid these 4 debts off, that gives her cash flow. How much? So the $28, $79, $50, and $30 come to $187 a month that she now has as cash flow. So that means that her debt payments that were $870 has now come down to $683. Makes a difference because the $187 is now staying in this account, paying the balance down, instead of just making monthly payments over here. So her debt payments of $683 will come out throughout the month, bringing her back up to $45.08. Then income 2 is going to go in, bringing her down to $2,008. Her expenses, this is her rent, her food, her gas. Then we're going to pay off the Wells Fargo. Would I usually pay off Wells Fargo because it's at a 0%? No, but we're trying to put everything into here because she's working it down quite quickly and we want to gain any cash flow possible. So now her debt payments are at $658 because we got to remove that $25 payment. Her balance is back up to $39.92, and then here's her interest again. It's a little higher this month, I figured, because she's going to be putting in the new debts. bringing her balance to $4,041. So $4,041 is now her new balance. Her income at $2,500 will go in. So this is income number 3, bringing her balance to $1,541. Of course, we have to add back in her living expenses and the debt payments. And we'll go ahead and add some interest as well. So approximately $42 in interest, meaning she's back up to $3,467 for her balance. Month 4, that income goes in again, bringing her balance to $967. Right here we can add in some more debt. So we could add in the $1,391 for the GH Bank payoff, bringing her back up to $2,358. Then we'll add in the living expenses again and the debt payments. Now the debt payments are going to come down $74 because she just paid off this debt as well, meaning her new debt payments are $584 a month. These are expenses, bringing her to $4,168. We have to add some more interest, so approximately $30 would be the interest this month, bringing her balance back up to $4,198. She's then going to have income number 5 come back in, bringing her back down to $1,698. So after the transfer of income number 5 goes in, we're going to have a balance of approximately $1,698. The expenses would come out again, and now we're going to pay the city card at $940. So that's now going to give us an additional $41 in cash flow, which is going to come off of the debt payments, bringing the debt payments down to $543 now. Adding in the debt payments, you come to $44.07 approximately on the balance. Adding in some interest at $58, bringing the balance back up to $4,465. Now income 6 goes in, bringing the account balance down to $1,965. So if she continues to work this balance down, she will have this account paid off in less than 3 more months, meaning that within 9 months, she has paid off a little over $7,500 on an income of $2,500 a month. I think that's pretty excellent. I am very proud of this person. She is very motivated. She's very excited. She's going to pay off her debt in no time. She can go ahead and grab this credit card next, get that paid off, work that down. Then she just stuck with the 0% credit cards that are due, moving on into her car loan. The fact is that she has cleaned up all of this within 9 months. All of these small little payments that she's making is now cash flow to her that is doing nothing but working down her debt. I know that she's excited to see the numbers, and I'm excited to run them for her. I just want everyone to find financial peace. I know you can get there. I know how good it feels to live off of these lines of credit instead of in all of these loans that are just sucking our cash flow, stealing our wealth. Now we know how to pay off debt. Let's get out of the payment mindset. Let's realize that when you are in a payment, you are paying interest, and lots of it. If you are in the first 4 years of a loan, especially the first year of a loan, oh my goodness, we've got to get you out of that. You have got to slide into a line, get your money free so that you are gaining wealth. You're paying for your stuff instead of paying interest. We want to get out of the interest. That's what's killing our finances. It's very easy to do. If you watch the videos, there's no way you can't figure it out on your own. If you need me, I am available, and I have links below. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I do look at the YouTube comments every day, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.